You know what's up, man? Browser Finance. Gato Del Gato. In the building.
That's your man, David L. You already know how it is, man.
Shout out HOT16, you know where to get it, man. He made it vivid. Respect the grind. I am born king. Gang.
You know what? Yeah, I'm about to text me your name.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me, yeah, that's me. Well, send me everybody's info on my phone. Yeah, what the fuck is me?
Likewise, thank you.
Pow!
Get him!
You already know what it is, yo. So respect the grind, boys in the building, you heard? Respect the grind, nigga. You already know, it's your man, David L. You got Jay Thorough, you got Gato Del Gato, you got Born King, you already know what it is. Federal indictment, man. That record's going worldwide. They're gonna be like, yo, we was just with them. That's how I go down, son. It's a fact. Shout out to the homie, HYNAKEN. This is 50 allowing us to come through. You already know what it is. HOT16ZDVD4KFILM. Respect the ground in the building, all right? Brooklyn. Stand up, baby. You already know what it is. That's how we do, man. Making that WWE stroll. We gotta get used to this backstage, all right? It's a fact.
Where we at?
Very dinner. I ain't trying to play with him.
Come on, fellas, cool.
Trying to take that element and morph it to something that could be a newer sound for New York. And still give y'all that vibe that everybody is used to because it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we on. You know, he got another single, Had To. I went on that shit so bad. Just like Federal Indictment, and that's what brought us here. I heard the record, I wanted on it so bad, he held it back for me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And once I got it, you know, it was magic. So I know on this record too, and nothing against Valentino Walker. Shout out to Valentino Walker.
That's my baby, man. That's all I like. You keep pushing that Had To.
Yeah, that Had To is definitely another banger to come after this. If we could put that together, it's gonna solidify everything.
Y'all both from the same area?
From Brooklyn, yeah. I'm from Bed-Stuy. He's from the Ville.
So,
Part of BK you from?
Canarsie. That's it.
By the beach.
Nah, I'm not that close to the water. I'm inland.
I'm from everywhere.
Okay,
I'm from Brooklyn. We from everywhere.
I was gonna say, how you feel about your hood being shifted to how his hood has been? Because I'm seeing all
What,
this.
the gentrification?
Yeah. I see the Hasidic Jews over there.
Serious.
I just came
That
home.
shit crazy, because, you know,
I mean, see, I have yet to see that. I just came
Nigga.
home, you know what I'm saying? So I
that
ain't
shit
really,
shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Especially, yo,
I ain't really seeing that.
Nigga.
When I touched the hood the other day, I'm like, there's police cars still flying around, helicopters. I woke up this morning, the hood helicopter. I'm like, the fuck going on?
how they doing it is, it's
still wild.
it's not in and out.
Yeah.
They're going from outside and closing in.
Right.
So the outer parts that wouldn't be considered the Ville, where it's
I mean,
you touch.
I'm gonna keep it real though. You know, it's good and it's bad. You
Mhm.
know, it got its and I say good because it probably slow down the violence.
Yeah.
You're saying that type of
That's
way.
a different violence.
You know,
out there.
yeah. Once them Hasidics come in the area,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck how gangster you think you is.
The cops is
They
there now.
gonna be
own
posted
area.
up. You see them on Eastern Parkway. Them niggas on Eastern Parkway.
Gangsters.
Yeah.
Police trucks parked up
They
on
own
little
shit.
side blocks all day, 24 hours.
Yeah,
So, you know, I mean, I respect it for that because you got the kids getting hit by stray bullets, man. And that's not real, that's not gangster, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in a bad way, I don't like the fact that we can't own our own shit, you know what I'm saying? Why we can't buy blocks? Why we can't buy our own stores? And, you know, you go to Brownsville, you got the Ox owning those stores.
You gotta show them how to
So
do
now
it.
they coming in, you know, you see how Crown Heights is.
Hmm?
You ain't even got no Ox stores in Crown Heights. Ain't none of that shit going on. So when they come through, it's over. So, you know, it's a good and it's bad.
I mean,
Got its pros and its cons.
and then the content of y'all music, because y'all still keeping it street, y'all still keeping it to the core of who you are.
Right.
Does that make y'all a little nervous? Because now one of them records becomes a mega hit, and now you just giving, police and feds, especially with the history you got, Gato,
Right.
probably giving them a storyline to be like, because successful rappers now are trophies to the DEA agents and district attorneys.
Right.
They can go to STK and the steakhouse and say, yeah, I put some random nigga away. Yeah, he thought he was gonna be famous.
Right.
You get nervous about what you can say on your music? Because they listen, they watching.
That's a fact.
I think it's more so just getting away from that image. You know, not that you want to change who you are.
Yeah.
But I find that if I'm more involved in the business end of things, I'm sure it'll take us to a different level where we wouldn't have to worry about certain being targeted in a certain way. Because what I do know about this situation is the music is definitely being used as a tool to incarcerate, right?
Of course,
I
yeah.
guys know you got GS9, you got everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But if we kind of change the game in a sense and we just tell the reality of it, we give our reality and we add our own creative spin, then you can't take nothing away from the music, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be everybody getting killed every 5 minutes of the music,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So just give it from your perspective, from your end, and my end of the earth, you know what I'm saying, which is pretty much the same end. And it's like, involve yourself in different things as things progress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you don't worry about being indicted and all that other shit that happens to us in the hood. You know, so it's kind of more in the message in the bottle than just what's on the surface.
Yeah.
If I never heard your music before, tell me what your vibe would be, because when you and I'm saying this because when people see you on camera, it's a lot of people that never heard your music.
Yeah.
And just because they see you on camera doesn't mean that they're gonna run to your music. So you want to actually give them the
What
vibe,
they gonna expect.
the vibe, so that they know if I'm looking for y'all,
Yeah.
tell them what the name that it will fall under. Does it fall under y'all group name? Just tell me what I would be getting if I didn't know y'all.
You gonna do that?
You would definitely be getting that federal indictment record, right? By Gato Delgado and I Am Born King. And that's simply it. That's how it is on all streaming platforms, Spotify, on YouTube, Apple, all of those places. You can find it if you type in Gato Delgado and I Am Born
Yeah,
King.
it's a fact.
Federal
You
indictment.
know, we
Definitely
try
tap into that.
We really try to touch into like what's from a street standpoint, like from a nigga in the street, from the nigga in the hood trying to come up out of it. You know, I ain't never go to college, so I can't really speak on what's going on in the campuses and shit. So I'm telling you from the block, but not in a glorifying way. You know what I'm saying? We just talking our pain. Like we just trying to get up out of the streets. We've been thugging so long. You know, doing all that. Any way you could think of in the hood, we've been doing this shit so long. Niggas want out of that. So we not glorifying it. We just letting you know, hey, look. And even to the kids, like, yo, look, this is what happens when you want them a marriage, you want this, you want that. Yo, it's okay to go to school and get a real job. Because this was gonna happen when you go and do this.
Because like even when you listen to, not to cut you off, like even if you listen to like the verses, like parts of the verses, like, you know, I say they got wiretaps and they got
Let
conversation.
you know what's going on.
They got ceiling indictment, they got
You
observation.
watch out,
They just watching waiting, they got lots of patience. They got names on paperwork, man, they got confirmation. I'm giving you the message. I'm not glorifying what's going on, but I know it well, you know, but that's just it. You know,
wiretaps and conversations. So nigga really basically letting you know, like, yo, hey, whatever you doing, I can't tell a nigga how to live his life, but be mindful, because this is how they move.
This is what it is.
You can sit there and say, oh, I ain't do this, I ain't do that, but it's how you gonna prove that you didn't do it. That's how the feds work. They don't give a fuck. There ain't no proving guilt, innocent to you. No, you guilty of rip. Once they come and get you, they coming to get you.
They got their food.
You gotta prove that it wasn't you. Feel me?
Look,
So
let me ask you
that's
this.
how that shit go, man.
Because we've seen rappers get jammed up,
Yeah.
from Lucci, Casanova,
Yeah.
with GS9 and everything.
Freedom God.
Are you guys ready to leave the hood if you are still in the hood?
What do you mean lead the hood?
Like, because sometimes, you know, people, like, he was talking to me in a private conversation. He's like, you gotta leave New York City.
Oh, you mean in that sense? Yeah.
Like, not just New,
I
but like
go to jail. So like,
no, not like that. But
behind
like,
the music, like,
but you know, sometimes niggas just can't leave the fucking hood alone.
yo,
They have the Ferraris, they have everything.
you know
they
that.
still fucking
I had that
dirty
talk all the
dots.
time, and my answer to that, for real.
Are you ready to leave the hood?
I'm leaving the hood.
Are you?
I'm
Can you
good.
sit there and say, "Yo, I'm good. I'm gonna be"?
It's only niggas that don't got nothing to prove.
That wanna stay in the hood.
No.
Oh, you mean nothing to prove?
They
that's
don't
a
got
fact.
nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I'm cool
Yeah.
with leaving the hood.
I
I'm
did all
straight.
that. I did all
Niggas
that.
that got
Tried
something
that
to
shit.
prove that they never did nothing,
Yeah.
wanna go get the Ferrari,
Yeah.
wanna come back
Yeah.
around, wanna now show that I'm the big man on campus, but I've been there and done that.
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe that I'm getting when y'all saying like y'all been there, done that. This is what I'm looking to do right now. I did all of that shit. Yeah, the shit was fun.
Yeah.
Shit was lit, but I paid the price for that shit.
Yeah.
If you willing to pay that same price, go for it.
I'm out the hood.
You know what I'm saying?
My people's like once I make it, once we make it, we could take all my mans that I chill in the hood. They coming with me. So who's there in the hood to go chill with? Where am I come back to? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
don't
that's
get me
the
wrong.
biggest
Look,
question.
huh?
Are they prepared for you to be
For
successful?
them.
No. See,
Because we ask people this all the time.
Yeah.
See, it's the people that's around you. Are they
Let me
prepared?
tell
I
you,
can
let me
see
tell you.
y'all prepared.
Let me tell you
to be
something. Let me tell you
successful.
something. I'm gonna let him touch on this too. Let me tell you something about my circle. Out of my circle, you're not dealing with the average rapper nigga, 30, 40 niggas standing on the block. My whole circle for the last 15 years, I've been a nigga in the street going back and forth to jail. My man right there, standing right there, he's an accountant for 3 hospitals. And he do real estate. That's my man. Right hand man. My other right hand man, my man, he's a paralegal. Just bought a house in Cali. You know what I'm saying? These are the niggas I chill with. I don't chill with niggas like me. Cause I thought that shit from when I was young, teenage. Why chill with niggas like me? What could you show me? Feel me? My son, I mean, I ain't saying he a street nigga too, but he just happened to go to school, finished, he got his shit. I didn't go that route, you know what I mean? I went the other route, but son stayed my man, he ain't judged. So why I'm saying when I get out the hood, these are the niggas coming out the hood. He's already out the hood. I'm the nigga still in the hood. I'm the nigga still going to jail, getting locked up, doing, you know what I mean, dickhead shit. Not saying cause, you know what I mean, but I ain't got no other way I ain't go to school. I ain't got no other way. This is it. Either that or rap. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm out, I know what that gonna bring. I'm doing this now. See what I mean? So that's how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, you know, everybody don't wear a thinking cap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't fix stupid.
Right.
So, you know, if you had the luxury to be somebody that could think past go and say, I want more for myself, I want to do more, I want to be about something, then you go and you step out there and you put yourself on the front line to send that message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And what better way to send that message through, you know, millions of people and platforms. That's what we're doing.
I got one more question before we wrap this whole thing up. I know that it's a lot of joy when it comes to making music and everything, but then when the business comes involved, I see a lot of people get worn down and tired and frustrated when it comes to the business. Are y'all prepared for that? And do you have people that's in your corner as far as, you don't need an accountant or nothing like that, as far as a lawyer or somebody that helps to guide y'all through the business?
When you say want to tie, you mean like done with music, stop making
Yeah.
music?
I mean, it's because I've been in the music business for a long time, right? Went to college, I got 2 degrees, I took over shit and do concerts and all that type of shit. DJ Clue's been my best friend for 25 years now, you know what I'm saying? Right, but even I, as a manager, and I manage Maya, Rock Wilder, all different types of people, I got tired. Even as a manager, because I wasn't a regular manager, I was a manager that was out there. I was swerving. I wasn't in the house manager nigga. I was with the rapper nigga. I'm traveling, like even if it's not my gig, but not that burnout. It was the burnout from you go here, right, and then shit just starts to occur business wise. Just you stop managing this person. You know, you fucking this bitch and y'all fall out, and now you can't get music from Def Jam no more. Now you got mad shit going on, and then it tirelessly could wear you out. You want to get more money. Why is my record not working? What's happening? That people get tired and worn out behind the business because the business is greater, far greater than the creative. Trust me. So people get tired and say, yo, I'm not gonna do this shit no more, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to the street. this shit is trash. I thought this shit was something else because I thought the music business was something else. I just persevered. You know what I'm saying? He brought me to the microphone and doing all this stuff. But I was already frustrated. He actually brought me back. I was in a pocket. I was in a pocket just making money. I didn't have to come outside. He'll tell you, I didn't have to come outside to make money. I've been doing this shit for 20 years. Niggas need what I could do for them. So I didn't have to come outside, but when he introduced me to the microphone, it brought me to a side of the business where there was no politics. I could do whatever the fuck I want here. I'm free. But with what y'all doing, I know for a fact, once you even get a little successful, it's not
Politics
free.
is coming.
It's not free no more.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I'm asking. That right there.
That's a big
Are
question.
y'all prepared for that? And if you are or are not, do you have a lawyer or somebody guiding you through the business of the politics? Not business and politics, the business of the politics.
Well, I mean, you said one word. Perseverance. Right? And I know all about that. We know all about that, right? And I think it's kind of like converting the way you think about the situation, using what your experience is. So in that, like, I did 11 years in prison, right? From the age of 22 to 33. And perseverance is a word that I'm very familiar with. And sometimes I need a little positive reinforcement, of course, to just say to myself, slow down. And they know, because sharp edges are hard to dull, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just thinking a different way about things and using that to persevere, and getting through it. And we definitely have guidance in what we got going on, David L. over there, our business partners, Respect the Grind, music group, shout out to Respect the Grind, David Light Thornton, J. Williams, J. Thorough, you know what I'm saying? They are very well versed in matters of, like he said, his man is an accountant, my man Roy. And what we doing is we grassroots growing everything in-house, because we all have talents and we're using them collectively. So David Light Thornton, consultant for our radio, he's well versed in a lot of matters that we deal with, and also J. Thorough.
Like me, my passion is music for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And even I say, like, I don't see me ever getting tired behind it, because even when I get tired of recording, I got so many other dudes behind us. We got, like you just named, J. Thorough, we got other dudes that's coming right behind us. My little brother, Ski. We got a bunch of motherfuckers that's coming right after this. So we always gonna reinvent ourselves, you know what I'm saying, with this music shit. Even if it's not just me recording. I'm living through them, through everybody.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So
that makes it a little more clear for me, because y'all got legs and arms and stuff like that. So it don't just gotta be about y'all. This could just be the beginning.
This shit ain't just federal indictment. This is an entity. This shit like this the new No Limit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure. Funded everything. You know what I'm saying?
Both of you guys did time, so giving advice for anybody that's about to do some shit where they gotta get jammed up.
Don't do it.
There you go.
Unless you gotta do it, like somebody harms your family or something.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
You ain't no even talking to that man. Let him go let him jump out the roof. Like, but other than that, man, this shit ain't worth it, bro.
It's only
this
one
shit is
reason
not worth it, man.
We talked about this in prison
all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Fatherhood classes and shit. Classes you take, what you call it, ART and all that shit. Yeah. Transitional services, so like they had like fatherhood classes, and that was one of the main questions that he asked all the men in the room. He was like, would you agree that there's anything worth coming back to prison for? And that was like the hardest question I probably ever had to answer at that time, because I was a lot younger, and a lot of the people in the room couldn't even really answer it truthfully. And what we came up with ultimately, he was like, listen, the only reason you should go back to prison is protecting
your family. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And other than that,
no amount of money, man.
I say that to say that,
no amount of money.
Yeah.
I want to spend 10 months in prison for fucking $10 million. That's a fact. Shit happen every day. You might not make that 10 months.
Definitely not.
Nah,
I tell niggas that all the time.
Ain't guarantee you coming back, yeah.
Not only you might not make it, you got, especially if you got children out here. You got kids out here that can't, you gotta protect them. Like,
All the time.
they might not make it to see you to come out. It's all kinds of shit. That shit ain't worth it, man.
Federal indictment. Let them, you know, that's the projects, that's the groups.
Feds, and that's my man for them bricks.
So let them know where they can find you guys at, man. Everything, socials, music, projects.
All streaming platforms. We'll be on YouTube under V-Lens.
V-Lens, The Orchard.
The Orchard.
Yeah, definitely come through the Orchard. Shout out Sony Orchard.
Sony Orchard.
Sony.
Especially Grind.
Distributing the record.
Yeah.
IG at GATO.
Oh, y'all with Jay and Dino over there at Sony?
Who we with, man?
Jay and Dino?
Sony, Orchard.
Behind Sony The Orchard.
Through KMG.
Yeah. You feel me? So, yo, follow me at that IG, that at GATO.Delgado. That's GATO .DELGADO. At GATO.Delgado.
You can catch me on the gram at I am Born King NYC, one word. Yeah, check us out. All streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, everywhere you can find it.
Let's
What
get
you
it.
look for.
This is 50, man. We out.
Shout out to
Good
This Is
looking.
50.
Good looking out. Heineken.
Esso.
Huh. Hot new hip hop.
Bag Fuel.
Huh. HOT16ZDVD. Them niggas been cooking in the street for fucking years, man.
Please believe it.
Fucking years they've been cooking, man. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, then you're not gonna be on HOT16ZDVD.
Word.
100 grand.
Let's go. This is
I'm a stylist and a designer, and I make clothes from scratch, and we do videos, we do photos.
Where can we find you at?
A chick from BK Style Me and Checks and Balances Productions.
Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about.